Coming up, we'll take a look into how drinking and driving among college students has tragically affected one of our peers here at OCC.
Stay tuned to find out more.
Now, from the EMC studio at Onondaga Community College, this is an ONTV update.
Welcome to ONTV Update. Today is Friday, April 22nd. I'm Raheem Anderson.
And I'm Jade Lewis. According to the National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, roughly a quarter of college students say they have driven drunk within the past month.
Drinking and driving among college students continues to be a major public health concern. Although the majority of students come to college already having some experience with alcohol, certain aspects of college life can intensify the problem.
We was on our way to meet up with a friend that their car broke down. So we was like, we was moving too fast. So we wasn't thinking that much, and we was trying to have fun at the same time, so.
On September 25th, 2014, 21-year-old Diota Ndai was driving his 1997 BMW eastbound on the 500 block of West Seneca Turnpike, when suddenly, he lost control of the vehicle, striking a nearby tree, Jarrell being one of three to survive the accident. Unfortunately for 21-year-old Diota Ndai, his life was not the only thing cut short.
It's scary and it's different and it's unexpected. That's how it makes me feel. It's something that I would never imagine in life and think I would go through that in my type of life, being with two people for their last moments and they losing their life, and I made it out of it surviving the car crash.
A new study shows risky driving behavior increases significantly when students turn 21.
For .10, it would be 5 beers, 5 glasses of wine, or 5 shots of liquor. Now again, where it's a little bit different is it depends on how you metabolize your food and your beverages. So that standard assumes that you're a 150-pound person and that you metabolize normally.
His advice for others? Always have a designated driver. If you're ready to stop drinking and willing to get the support you need, please visit helpguide.org. Again, that's helpguide.org.
Pop superstar icon Prince passed away on Thursday at the age of 57. He was found dead in an elevator in his Paisley Park estate in Minnesota. He reportedly had been sick for the past couple of weeks with the flu, but there's no confirmation that this was the cause of death. There are currently no further details on what happened at this time, but he was pronounced dead at 10 a.m. by first responders who attempted CPR.
Dwayne Washington, better known as the Pearl, is arguably the most legendary player to ever play basketball for Syracuse University. He led the school in both steals and assists each of the 3 years he played, including a scoring title at SU in his junior year with 17 points per game. He continued his career in the NBA for just 3 seasons with the New Jersey Nets and the Miami Heat. Last summer, Washington was diagnosed with a brain tumor and was undergoing various treatments, but the dynamic point guard passed at the age of 52 this past Wednesday.
Nashawn Howard has been on, off, and turned down by the Syracuse football team 3 times in the past 2 years. Though he had his own problems with the team's staff off of the field, he blamed his teammates Chauncey Schism and Corey Winfield for poisoning the relationship between him and the coaches. Police say he got drunk and claims that Chauncey poured vodka into his cup after he had said he'd had enough. Howard then lost consciousness and was brought to a party at the Shine Student Center. He said that Schism and Winfield recorded videos of him acting drunk. According to Syracuse.com, when he found out Dino Babers became the new head coach, he tried to get back on the team, only to be turned down again. A week later, Schism and Winfield were stabbed. Howard was charged and has been suspended from Syracuse University. Commuting to school is a common practice of students here at OCC. Other students believe that in order to get the full college experience, living on campus is a must.
Living on campus while in college helps to give students memories and friends that will last a lifetime. Juliana Klum believes that the responsibility on-campus life teaches you is something every college student should experience.
It prepares you for bigger schools, because if you live at home your full 2 years of your community college, you're not going to understand how it is to have to buy your own toilet paper or buy stuff for your dorm.
While it may take a little while to adjust, many people meet their lifelong friends while dorming. Julie says that living on campus not only helps you make friends faster, but also makes life more convenient.
It's closer to classes. Obviously, I can walk right to any class I need to. You meet a lot more people. If you commute, you have problems with making more friends, I feel like.
With OCC's campus being smaller than most four-year colleges, your walk to class will be a short one.
The campus is big enough to give students the authentic college experience without being too difficult to navigate. And if you ever do get lost, there's campus information maps located all around the school.
Resident Hall Director of Building C, Anthony Wilkerson, says that the opportunity for independence when living on campus is part of what makes living in the resident halls so appealing to students.
A lot of residents and a lot of students, this is their first time being away from home. And with that is, you know, no one there to tell them what to do or no one there to tell them you have to do your homework. It just gives you a sense of you're on your own now.
With the small campus size and newfound independence, students like Julie are making the most out of their college experience.
If you are an incoming student and would like to live on campus, you can visit housing.sunyocc.edu or call Residence Life at 498-2351 Monday through Friday in between the hours of 8:30 a.m. and 4:30 p.m.
When we come back, we take a look at the upcoming spring and summer and how it affects those with seasonal depression.
We also take a look at the 5-day forecast for the upcoming week. Stay with us.
I love OCC and I've really been impressed with all of my students here. I teach natural hazards and disasters. I try to bring in real world events to make what you learn in the classroom applicable to what you might read in the newspaper or see on the news or hear in the media. And then also trying to make it interesting because sometimes science can be a little boring to folks. So I try to make it exciting and so perhaps you don't even realize you're learning science.
Felton Art Gallery at Onondaga Community College. Experience art at its most engaging. The gallery features multiple genres of art, including painting, photography, and sculpture.
The teachers here are excellent. I've had some really informative teachers. The lessons are pretty clear and the teachers are very social. It's a very social experience. I liked the facility a lot. I liked the studios, so I decided to come here. I've learned so much. I've learned an indefinite amount of material about architecture, and I only have more to learn. I would definitely say that this school is excellent for building a portfolio to move on in this major.
It's getting colder outside, and you need to warm up, but you're stuck on campus. Where to go? How about your friendly campus Starbucks? There's so many different varieties of things to eat and drink at Starbucks to help you warm up this winter. So head on over and grab something today.
Are you a veteran looking to continue your education? Then check out the Veterans Affairs Office at Coulter Library. We offer a variety of services, such as work study, mentoring, assistance with financial aid, vocational rehabilitation, and much more. The staff at the Office of Veterans Affairs are all veterans who continue to serve the OCC community. Visit room C103 or visit sunyocc.edu for more information.
Welcome back to ONTV Update. I'm Raheem Anderson.
And I'm Jade Lewis. We now have with a weather report with Mike Vollmer. What's the weather like, Mike?
Well, Jade, I think it's safe to say the snow is finally behind us. According to Channel 9's local Syracuse storm team today, we're looking at a high of 70 and a low of 40, but with a high chance of rain, so you won't want to put away the raincoats just yet. Saturday is looking to be a sunny day, but it'll be a little colder with a high of 53 and a low of 38. Sunday looks like it's going to be nothing but sun and clouds with a high of 63 and a low of 38. However, both Monday and Tuesday will have a possible rain showers again, with Monday being at a high of 47 and a low of 35, and Tuesday is going to be at a high of 50 and a low of 30. Finally, Wednesday we can say goodbye to the rain, but it will be cloudy with a high of 51 and a low of 30. Looks like we are finally making our way to spring. It is that time of year where central New York transitions from winter to spring. And with changing of the seasons comes the changing of moods. I sat down with psychology professor Carrie Evans to learn more. Spring is in the air. That means snowbanks begin to melt, flowers begin to bloom, and animals begin to roam. But with this also comes a shift in mood. This shift is most commonly known as seasonal depression.
Seasonal depression, or what's sometimes called seasonal affective disorder, is actually a type of what we as psychologists call a major depressive episode.
The major difference between seasonal depression and what is considered regular depression is that it is a constant pattern. Nate Velasco, a former OCC student, explains how it affects him.
Seasonal depression affects me once the winter comes, once the snow starts falling, and once the weather gets colder. Sometimes you're just sad for the sake of being sad. Just find it easier to cheer up and have fun in the summer rather than in the winter, whether it be the sun or the nice weather.
Two factors from seasonal depression include the sun when it is too cloudy and you don't get enough vitamins from it, and dead trees around you during the winter that act as visual depressants.
One of the issues for some people with seasonal pattern of depression is the lack of sunlight, especially up here in Northeast, especially in areas like Syracuse, where it tends to be cloudier than average.
When suffering seasonal depression, it can be very difficult to be stuck inside all day. But now that spring is in the air, we can all collectively take off our jackets together and enjoy the warm weather.
This morning, it's 70 out right now, and I woke up happy just because the weather was nice. There was no reason to be happy, or nothing happened yesterday that made me particularly ecstatic, but just the nice weather is what it brings up the mood.
The fact that the seasons changing can really have an effect on mood really shows how we are connected with nature. If you think you may suffer from seasonal depression, seek out help immediately from a family member or a doctor. It is also a good idea to remain active and find activities and events to participate in to help keep positive. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Mike, for the weather report. Up next, we'll have sports with Michelle Hunter.
When we come back, we take a look at recreational volleyball and how one team gets together to take the championship spot. Stick around for the full story up next.
I actually was a graduate of the Mechanical Technology Associate's degree program here myself. Onondaga, without a doubt, puts the student first. We want our students to be successful. We want them to come back to us and say, yeah, what we learned in this program was great. What we're doing, we have a skill set now that I can make a good living with. www.sunyocc.edu for more information.
What I love most about OCC is the ease of access. It's so close to home, and it's just a beautiful campus, and the social community is so nice. I can really find myself inside of it. The business area that they just built is really nice as well. I think that's going to be good for helping out business students with their goals and tasks and things. I would recommend OCC to somebody. I think it's a really nice place to get an education. I think it's a really nice school to be able to settle down in and build a future at.
I would definitely say OCC has prepared me for moving on my career path. My major is fire protection technologies. I chose that due to the fact of my career path is I want to go become a career firefighter later on in life. My dad actually found this program out here from one of his buddies that's a state fire instructor out in this area. Said this was one of the best programs out here. It's real nice knowing that I have other people out there who share the same interests as me.
The Career and Applied Learning Center helps students explore what they might be interested in as a career, get experience in areas related to that, and then helps them prepare for whatever the next step is, whether it's transferring or a job. So we help students explore career options through career exploration. We have someone here in our office who actually works with students. I love my job. I love that every day is different.
So it's hat and gloves weather today? Wasn't it 75 and sunny yesterday? Fall needs to make up its mind. It's not all bad though. The leaves turn a beautiful red and in come my favorite flavors. That's why I always save time in my morning for Starbucks. I can grab a pumpkin spice latte and it can be served hot or cold to suit whatever type of autumn day I'm having.
OCC proudly serves Starbucks. Come visit us outside the Gordon Cafeteria.
Welcome back to ONTV Update. I'm Michelle Hunter, here to keep you updated on what's going on this week with sports. The NBA playoffs have started last week. Finals favorites Golden State Warriors and Cleveland Cavaliers have taken early leads in their first round series, while the Indiana Pacers at a 7 seed have fought well to steal a game from the 2nd-seeded Toronto Raptors. The Dallas Mavericks did the same as they edged out the Oklahoma City Thunder in Game 2, but the rest of the league throughout both conferences lack any upsets. The higher seeds that should win are still doing so. It's still early in the first round, though, and anything can happen. The battles continue tonight at 7 p.m. as the Cavs take on the Detroit Pistons in Game 3, leading the way with the first of 3 games airing on ESPN. After high school, after college, after every opportunity to be on a team, there are still options for individuals with a desire to continue with sports. I went to check out last year's recreational volleyball champions from Pine Grove Country Club to see if the spring weather is getting them a head start to practice for the upcoming season. Let's take a look. This volleyball team may look small, but they are mighty. Last year's Pine Grove Country Club's championship winners are taking advantage of the sudden spike of warm weather. Team captain David Glenn explains how the weather is on their side to get ahead of the game.
We're in the off season right now. The weather just broke, so we're able to come out here and practice. Hopefully we can get another win under our belt. We've probably been playing for about 5 or 6 years now. And yeah, today 63, tomorrow 62 or 72. We'll probably be out here both days just practicing, you know, getting those bump set spikes in, you know, get those points up. Hopefully we can get another W.
Those W's, or wins, are earned with a lot of persistence, practice, and most importantly, patience.
The trick is to not get people down. When your teammate screws up, you wanna yell at them. You'd be like, you definitely don't do that. Like, you do that 5 years ago when we just started playing and you're still doing it now. You want to just, you know, berate them right on the spot. You can't do that. You can't do that. Whatever's going on inside when they screw up, that's more than enough or more damaging than you're ever going to do, you know? They feel dumb. So that's the key, is to not yell at people when they screw up during the game, you know? Just keep them up, you know, good to go. If you see someone consistently doing something wrong because they're just forgetting, you can pull them aside. Say, hey, you know, set it a little closer to the net for me, you know? But you don't belittle them right there. The other team's gonna see that, they're gonna feel embarrassed, they're gonna shut down, they're not gonna perform. And you're not gonna get the W. You're not gonna do it.
One member of the team, Kathy Hunter, explains why recreational volleyball is worth all the commitment.
I love doing this. I love spending time with my friends and my family. I love staying physically fit and active. I think that it's a good balance between doing my full-time job, having all my issues to deal with at home, and still being able to have fun and have something to look forward to. It's really important to keep friendships and relationships invested in, so I enjoy being here all the time.
With hard work and practice and a lot of passion, this team has become a perfect ace. Well, if you'd like to be a part of the Pine Grove volleyball program, give them a call at 315-672-8107. Just select your members and pick a name for your team. Tomorrow, Syracuse's very own women's lacrosse team will be competing against Louisville in the Carrier Dome located at 900 Irving Avenue, Syracuse, New York. The gates open at 11 a.m. and the game starts at 12 p.m. Admission and parking is free for all women's lacrosse games. Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., Syracuse University will host their annual King's Cup Quidditch Tournament. The games will be played as a charity fundraiser where donations can be made to Make-A-Wish Foundation, the Syracuse Rescue Mission, Habitat for Humanity, Water.org, Helping Hounds, and Clear Path for Veterans. The tournament will be located right at SU in the lower Hookway Fields. This Sunday, the second-ranked OCC women's lacrosse team will take on Suffolk County Community College on their home field at noon. After dominating against Erie Community College this past Wednesday with a 17-7 victory, the women have high hopes for Sunday's game. Wednesday, the 27th, the women will play their final home game against North Country Community College before the Region 3 Championship tournament begins May 7th. So, how about real-life Quidditch? What do you guys think?
I mean, I think it's pretty crazy. I have a friend from UB who's actually the captain of his Quidditch team, so that's interesting. And, you know, talking about captains, how about Kobe retiring? That's awesome and crazy and a little bit bittersweet.
Yeah, I know. Just to see Kobe, like, play for the last couple 20 years is, like, different just to see him not play anymore, so.
And grow up with it.
Yeah. Coming up after the break, Mike will be back to recap the weather weekend.
But first, reporter Jasmine Knighton got an inside look at what JAMA does for OCC and what you can do to join. We'll be right back.
And I'm the Vice President of Assessment and Programming in the Office of Student Leadership and Engagement. We plan events on campus, part of the quad I plan in the fall and in the spring. I just really love being involved. You really need to broaden your horizons. It makes time fly. I think being involved really makes your college experience better. At OCC is it's a great stepping stone. The connections I've made here are everlasting.
I graduated in May 2010. But I really liked it there. I really liked the teachers. I felt like I could talk to them, ask them questions. I liked the new quad as more of a meeting place. I love the student housing. These are really nice dorms. I recommend OCC wholeheartedly before they go anywhere else. Amazing education. You're going to save so much money by doing 2 years at OCC.
The teachers here are excellent. I've had some really informative teachers. The lessons are pretty clear and the teachers are very social. It's a very social experience. I liked the facility a lot. I liked the studios, so I decided to come here. I've learned so much. I've learned an indefinite amount of material about architecture and I only have more to learn. I would definitely say that this school is excellent for building a portfolio to move on in this major.
Are you eager for knowledge outside the classroom? Then visit Coulter Library. If we don't have the book you're looking for, we can get it on loan. We also have a wide selection of movies and music to enjoy on your study break. And our quiet study rooms allow you to work alone or with classmates in a private environment. We're extending hours during finals week until 11 p.m. so you can catch up on your work. Visit our website for more information. Take advantage of Coulter Library today. You'll never fail in your journey to succeed.
I actually was a graduate of the Mechanical Technology Associate's degree program here myself. Onondaga, without a doubt, puts the student first. We want our students to be successful. We want them to come back to us and say, yeah, what we learned in this program was great. What we're doing, we have a skill set now that I can make a good living with. www.sunyocc.edu for more information.
Thanks for staying with us. I'm Jade Lewis.
And I'm Raheem Anderson. The JAMA Club is one of the many clubs on the OCC campus with the goals of making everyone's college experience something to remember. Starting in spring 2014, the JAMA Club has done a number of things for the school and the students.
JAMA is primarily a black student union, although all are invited to join. But what does JAMA really mean?
JAMA means family in Swahili. It's family because all of us together, we're a family. We treat each other as family. We fight like a family and we love just as a family should.
Talking with both the president and the treasurer of the club, it was pretty clear that they will always share a bond that would never be broken.
It's a family. Besides all the events that we do, we also come together when we need help, homework, you know, just trying to get the campus together, trying to get everybody together as one.
Some of the ways they try to get students more involved with their experience on campus is to host events.
So far, we have done a fashion show. We have done a basketball tournament. We do our study groups. We have done the Halloween party.
They have also hosted events such as speed dating and the African American Cultural Sampler. They were also the club who sponsored the Future concert at the SRC Arena. If you want to support the Jama Club, you can find their t-shirts at Party on the Quad for only $10. Thank you. You're welcome. At OCC, I'm Jasmine Knighton on TV Update.
If you are interested in being a part of the club, don't be afraid to stop by their table during Party on the Quad.
This semester's Party on the Quad is happening on Wednesday, May 4th. As always, there will be a free lunch for anyone with their OCC student ID. There will be inflatable games, sand and bread art, prizes to win, and even live music by Cover Drive starting at 2 p.m. If you are one of the first 500 students to show your ID, you can win a special Party on the Quad Cup. Today, there will be Orange Television Network Funk Cancer Benefit at Funkin' Waffles, located at 727 South Cross Avenue, number 8, Syracuse, New York. All ages are welcome to join. The event will start at 8 p.m. and is $5.
And then this Sunday, April 24th, Funkin' Waffles will host their weekly Jazz Jam. It starts at 3 p.m. and ends at 5 p.m. It's open all day. All ages are free, and the event will be located at 313 South Clinton Street, Syracuse, New York. For the first time in decades, New York matters in the presidential primary. Senator Bernie Sanders and candidate Donald Trump have held rallies in Syracuse over the past month. This has been leading up to the vote for the New York State presidential primary, which was held on Tuesday, April 19th. The results are now in, with Trump gaining the majority of delegates and the Republican Party with 89 of the total 95. Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton had a more difficult time, but in the end finished with 139 delegates. Clinton proved to have a stronger influence than Sanders in New York City, Buffalo, and Rochester, which seals her victory.
Mike Vollmer is back now with the weekend weather forecast. Should we look forward to a warmer weekend?
Well, I'm happy to say the weather will be warmer, averaging in the 50s and 60 range, but we are going to be seeing a fair amount of rain coming up. Today will be a high of 70 and a low of 40 with a possible thunderstorm, but Saturday and Sunday look like we will have some sunny skies, even though it will be a little colder, with Saturday being a high of 53 and a low of 38, and Sunday being a high of 63 and a low of 38. I say this weekend is as good a time as ever to get out there and enjoy the weather.
I mean, with all of this nice weather, I hope I get a chance to make it out to the women's lacrosse game this Sunday.
Well, I'm sure it'll be a fun time, and not being as cold anymore.
I've never attended a women's lacrosse game, so if I'm not busy, I'll stop by.
Yeah, even if you can't, the regional games are coming up soon. But did anyone get a chance to head out to the Future concert last night? I was there. I didn't see anybody, but
I didn't get a chance. No.
I heard a lot about it. It seemed really great.
It was good. I went. I didn't stay too long, but
I thought security was pretty tight. I've never felt safer at a concert.
It was a busy event.
That's for sure.
Parking lots were filled.
Yeah.
For everyone here on ONTV Update, I'm Raheem Anderson.
And I'm Jade Lewis. Thanks for watching. Join us next week for another edition of ONTV Update, and have a great weekend.